Hello, 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 my wonderful art friends. How are you today? I am fabulous. And I really wasn't even planning on doing this, but I was going through my desk for things and looking stuff up, and I saw this. I had gotten this. I think I purchased it at the Florida Watercolor Society in St. Petersburg back in September, and I thought I would do a swatch of this dot card. But not only that, then I started really looking at this, wasn't really paying attention, and with the dot card came the Rembrandt watercolor swatch card, which I think is excellent because look at all the information that's on there already. And because, and then when I looked even further, and this is Rembrandt watercolor paper, when I started looking, there's a lot of interference colors, and that's why there's the black here, and graphite, and coated glass, coated mica. How interesting is that? So I thought, well, let's swatch this. This is kind of cool. And not only that, it also came with this really great pamphlet, I would say, of, you know, watercolor sets. Look at these cool watercolor sets. I'll go over these again more after we swatch. And the watercolor paper, they say, is specially designed for a professional painter. It is acid free, which ensures the work stays in good condition for many years. So we'll go over this after we. This is going to be a long one probably because, well, I don't know how many are here, but maybe not super long. But I just thought this. The more I looked at it, I thought, how cool is it? I tried to look up some of these Rembrandt special effects. Sorry about that, watercolor. There's a lot of weird noises going on. There's Workman right over here, right here. They just cut down my 2 palm trees, Sonny and Cher. I'm so upset. But the thing is, the reason why these Workmen are here is because when Milton came in, the water didn't surge, it pulled out, and when it pulled out, it pulled our seawall down. So they're fixing the seawall. So as the seawall caved in, those 2 palm trees were kind of curved towards the water. I do understand why they probably cut them down, because they were leaning towards the water anyways. So yeah, it was a little sad. So let me try and get these both in here so you can see both as I swatch. This is exciting. I mean, you know, the things that if you pay attention, I didn't realize how much information is on here. So like what we'll go through is, you'll see they'll have the degree of light fastness, the opacity, and I don't know what price series, granulating color, pigments used, and things like that. So I hope you can read this. If not, when I do at the end, I'll do a really close up, or I'll have a close up at the end. So let's get in here and swatch. So the first one, of course, I love this, how they give you all, you know what? I should make a copy of this. No, that's okay. I think you could get stamps and stuff like that for stuff like this too, but this would be great to have. No, it's too late now because we're swatching. So opaque white. So I don't think they give us a lot of pigment. So I don't know how well this is gonna be. I did try to go out on the site to get more information and stuff like that, but this is opaque white, PW6. And look at, there's like, it's like there's nothing there. So I don't know how good this is gonna be. So there is no pigment on there, so I don't think that really can count. So let's clean our brush. Use this as the cleaning and then go in for clean water. So transparent yellow M, which I'm thinking is yellow medium. I think I'm using the wrong brush too. Transparent yellow medium. This looks a lot like the Paul Rubens transparent yellow. but it seems a lot lighter to me. It's hard to get this pigment. I'd like a little bit more. I think this is the Princeton Aqua Elite. I think this Aqua Elite uses a lot of water, holds a lot of water, and I don't want to do that. I think I want this. Let's try it again. Let's see if we get more pigment. There we go. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. And this is PY 128. I'm not fluent in, oh shoot. I am not fluent in, I do this every time too. You know what? I do have a glass of water here, so let's just pour that in there. And then let me grab, this is my drinking water. I want clean water. There we go. Don't let me do that again. I'm not fluent in the pigment numbers, but I will yell them out here for you. Titanium Buff, PW6 and PBR7. I like Titanium Buff. I like it with the Paul Rubens. Rembrandt is something new to me. So that's, yeah, that's nice. And let's add just a touch more water. I hope you can see this really well. I would make it closer, but then I think this is the best. Yeah, right here. This is what is this? Benzimidazolone orange. Even I looked up the name so I would be able, because they of course did not put out the full name, but it is benzimidazolone orange, P072. Oh, that's nice. I like this. I like this watercolor paper too. I hope you can't hear the workmen out there, but these are exciting. I can't wait to get down here. These are exciting ones. But hey, I like all colors. I like all colors. Pyrrole orange. This is a nice P071. Maybe if I just keep saying the pigment numbers, eventually one day that will stick in your mind, my mind. And it'll just be like a Helen Keller moment. And I'll be like, and then I'll memorize them all. I did go to a Catholic school when I was younger, so we were fluent in memorization. This could tell you everything you want to know about Mesopotamia. So how are you, my friends? This is Thanksgiving week. It's Monday. Pyroline Red D. I don't know what does that D stand for. Pyroline Red D. Dark. Does that mean dark? Probably. PR178. Oh, these are nice. I like the way these feel. They feel really, really smooth. I should have had a bigger. Let's do this like that. There we go. Go through the clean. They feel smooth on this paper. I like good watercolor paper. I really do. And now we have the quinacridone red, PR207. I like quins. I'm a big quin nut. I just love watercolor. Just trying to get all the pigment. I love watercolor. Oh, it seems kind of thin. I think it's, and I don't think it's the paint, I think it's the pigment. Let me get more pigment. Let me get more pigment. I know you can hear those workmen, but you know what? I can't be mad. It's progress. They're fixing things. They are fixing things, and that's progress. I'm wondering if they're going to be working Thursday and Friday. Probably not. I hope not. It was very... They did work... You know what? They worked over the weekend, maybe because they want to take... They're taking off. Pyroline Red, PR 149. Let me know if you're very familiar with the Rembrandt watercolors. Actually, it's Royal Talons Rembrandt. So I think Royal Talons has other brands as well. We'll get to that brochure because that brochure had a lot of really good information. PR 179, 149. Look at that. PR 149. That color looks very familiar to me. Looks like something else I just swatched recently. Maybe it was, I think was it a dot card? I can't remember. It was something I just swatched. That's pretty. And Naphthol, red bluish. Not familiar with this color. PR 170. That's a cool red. These are nice, thick colors. They really are. Nice thick colors. Look at how thick that is. Quinacridone Rose Reddish. I have heard of this. PV19. If you're familiar with Rembrandt watercolors or Royal Talons watercolors, please feel free to give me any information in the comments. I would love to hear. I do like these. They seem very nice. I love Daniel Smith and I love Paul Rubens. If you see my other videos, I use them both together because I can't choose. But I also love, I am a Derwent girl. I love anything Derwent. I like my Gansai Tambis. I have 2 sets of that. I love gouache. And then, so, I mean, I like a lot of, I even, when I first started doing watercolors, I used the 3 sets that I got from Jane Davenport. Those are really nice. I believe they are, what kind? I do have notes on Jane Davenport. I believe she is, those are special. Oh, I have the notes somewhere that they are, I never know where, I just throw notes everywhere. Let's see if I could just find something. No, oh well. They are, if you watch, where was I? Quinacridone Rose Magenta. If you watch Lindsay Wyrick, she does, she can spot like where paint watercolors and who the original creators are of the watercolors. Like Royal Talons is, you know, the creator of these, and they might have the Rembrandt brand, and they might have I think they might even have other brands named after other paint artists. Quin Rose Magenta. Let me throw some water in there because I think ooh, that's pretty. PR 122. And then Rose. Ooh, that's nice. PR 122 and PW6. That's a pretty color. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, so I was saying, when I first started doing watercolor, I was just using the Jane Davenport watercolors. Those, I still use them because I got two different, because I liked them when I first got them. When I first started doing art, I liked them so much, and I think I got them from Australia. And she always, whenever I order stuff from her, she always writes cute little notes and stuff. And I liked them so much, I did see them on Amazon, and I grabbed the same set again. So I have two sets. And they've been wonderful. I used them for quite some time. And now I have the one set over by my couch. And that's what I use when I'm at my couch doing whatever I do. I have some stuff, you know, just if I just want to draw or throw something in a sketchbook and stuff like that. Because you know how artists are. Our hands have to keep going. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water. Yes. So far so good. Look at these colors. These colors are nice. Very nice. So let's see. Next is Quinacridone Red Violet. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I like these colors a lot. Ooh, yes. I think we need more pigment. And that's another thing. We don't know how old these dot cards are and how old these pigments are and how long they've been sitting on this card. But at least we have an idea. They're still pretty good, pretty nice. Still pretty nice. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Throw that in there. And then, and here we have Benzimidazolone Violet. Benzimidazolone Violet. Benzimidazolone Violet. Interesting. Oh, out of water. Oh. Ooh, that's a nice color. PV32. Look at that. That's pretty. Very pretty. Get some nice clean water here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Another Quinacridone Purple Bluish. Ooh, these are like royal colors, I'm telling you. Really, really deep colors. Quality colors. Really are. Look at that purple. Look at that purple. That's nice. That is really pretty. Manganese Violet. Manganese Violet. PV16. Manganese Violet. That's maybe a little too much water. A little too much water there. Did I use too much water or just not enough pigment? Just not enough pigment. Sometimes they don't give you enough pigment. That happened with a couple other dot cards that I was doing. There was just not enough pigment. So, the hair was coming off there. Next is Lavender. Ooh, this is PB29, PV15, and PW6. It is a pretty color though. That is a pretty color. That is a pretty color. Try not to use too much water here. Just enough so we can see it. I might have to change this water soon. It's looking like fruit juicy Hawaiian punch. Cerulean blue greenish. Cerulean blue greenish. PB36. Cerulean blue greenish. I don't think we have enough pigment. There we go. Very nice. No, I don't want too much water. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty sky. Cobalt. I'm going to change the water before we get to the iridescence for sure. Cobalt turquoise blue. This looks like a very common turquoise. PB28. PB28. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, cerulean blue dark. PB36. Cerulean blue dark. Oh, that's a pretty. That's pretty. That's a pretty color. Very pretty. Yep. Phthalo green yellow. Phthalo green yellow. Phthalo green yellow. Ooh. That's nice. Just a touch of water. Ooh, I'd like to mix a bunch of these. Maybe we'll do that later if we have some time, huh? Do some mixes. And azomethane green. I hope I'm saying these right. Azomethane green yellow. Azomethane green yellow. Oh, I like this. You know how I like my greens. Oh yeah, I like this color. Ooh, I like it a lot. Like it. Oh, did you see how that water just disappeared? It just went poof. Poof. Quinacridone orange. Good old quin orange. Quinacridone, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Let's get a good pigment. This quinacridone orange, PO48. And transparent oxide umber. Transparent oxide. Oh, this one is PY42, PR101, and PBK11. So let's get all this. Let's see if we can get that on there. Not a lot of pigment on the page to grab, so I'm not going to put a lot of water in there. I really want the pigment. Just do a tiny, tiny drop. There. Can't wait to see these dry. Look at how these are drying. Cool. Ooh, now this is the dark. This one, this whole group is really dark. So, and then I will change the water for sure. Spinel Gray, Spinel Gray, PBK 26. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow, that's a dark. That's dark. That is dark. Ooh, that's dark. I like that. That's like, I think I like that better than Payne's Gray. Ooh, that's a nice. I'm falling in love with this Spinel Gray. Ooh. Davies Gray. I've heard Davies Gray. Heard of Davies Gray. Oh my God, I love that. That is a dark and stormy sky. That is fabulous. Heard of Davies Gray. And I believe Daniel Smith. This is PBK 11 and PBR 7. Let's get more pigment on there. Ooh, I like these. I really like these. Just a touch. Just a touch. And then Oxide Black. PBK 11. Oxide Black. Not sure why they have the black shading there, but I think it's just, I don't know. But we'll use it. That's interesting. It's Dusk Yellow. Dusk Yellow is PBK 11. A lot of PBK 11s here, and PY 128. There's PBK 11s all across except for the first one, except for Spinel Gray. And this is Dusk Yellow. Oh, that is traffic flying by. I don't know why they feel they have to do that. Dusk Pink. This is PR 122 and PBK 11. Ooh, I think I like this. Oh, I like that a lot. That's nice. And then Dusk Green, PBK 11, PG 7. I like these. I like these that were these PBK 11s. And the Spinel Gray, I like these colors. Oh yeah, I do. I really like this. Let's put a quick drop in there and there, and then give me a minute. I'm gonna change the water, and we'll start with these. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm back. I changed the water because I didn't want to, I wanted to make sure that we got really good clean water for the rest of these swatches. I even got a new cloth. So we've got coated mica. So I tried to see what I could find on coated, this is silver and it's coated mica. And it says that coated mica is a mineral that has been treated with an oxide, usually a titanium dioxide, to create a shimmer effect. So here's silver, and let me see if I can get some pigment here. Let's get some pigment here on this. Oh, interesting. It's not wanting to stay on that black part, but we're going to try it. Because you can't really see anything there. We'll have to see when it dries. I'm hoping I'm not using too much water here. I will try not. Now this is light gold coated mica. And there's not really a lot of pigment here to grab, so I will do my best. I will do my best to grab as much as I can here. Light gold. See, that's very thin. I don't think it's the paint. I think it's they just didn't give us enough pigment. There we go. But we'll see. I'm gonna try not to use a lot of water so I don't dilute it. And the next copper coated mica. See, this one they did give us a lot of pigment, so I think this will show up better. We didn't get a lot of pigment with the other two. I don't think it's the paint. It's how much they gave us in the dot. Ooh, see, if we had more of a dot sample, we could see this better. But they're probably very precious, and that's why they give us a very thin amount on the dot card. But that's pretty. Not bad from what we do have, but I think it's because we didn't have much on the dot. This graphite, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna really like this graphite coated mica. I just got done doing a sketchbook revival session and I didn't have water soluble markers, so I used my water soluble graphite pen, and I loved it. I loved what I did. I should show you what I did. I can't find it. I won't be able to find it. It's way over there. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like graphites. You know, I like the well, let's see what we can do if we put just a touch. I like the Derwent graphites. Oh, should have done that. The Derwent graphites, Graphitantes, all that stuff. Love it. So now we're going into the interference. Let's really clean this. The interference refers to a type of paint pigment that creates a shimmering, iridescent effect by manipulating the way light interacts with the paint, causing color shifts depending on the view angle. So, you know, when you move it around, that's when you see the color shifts. These are kind of thin too. But this is also, it's interference white and coated mica. Very interesting. I tried to look up more information on the coated mica, the interference, and things like that on their website, and I really didn't get any much more information. That's interesting. See, I wish I had more pigment. These are really thin. I think this is what happened with, was it the Daniel Smith and the iridescence? We didn't get enough, and that's why you really couldn't tell. Interference blue. These are so thin. That's too bad. But we'll just do what we can with what we have. This is also coated mica. And then we'll move them around once they dry. See how they look. And now we're going to the next interference violet coated mica. Not a lot of pigment, so we can't really tell. Not a lot. I'm going to be honest, I really am not a big iridescent fan, even though my last painting I did use iridescent painting. I'll show you what I do like. Oh no, that one's not bad on the black. That's pretty. Let me just get some more water here. You can see it on the black, but maybe once we, if you see my other video, the video I just did, I use these. These are my favorite, because these are nice and thick. My CSYs. Oh, yes. And these are nice and thick quality, not thin like that. I love these. Yeah, check out my video that I just did. I did a gold tree with a gold, and we did snow with crystal silver. These are CSYs. There's a link in my description for these on Amazon. And if I bought these almost 2 years ago, so if the link doesn't come up, look for CSY. There should be an Amazon store on there. But yeah, I don't use shimmery watercolors that much, but when I do, I use my CSYs. Interference green, but yeah, and they're very, very. Oh, you know what? I show you how shimmery they are in my video. Look for that video. I got lots of videos. Watch my videos. Like and subscribe. Watch my videos. Binge me. I love my videos. Binge my videos. That would be fun. Let's see. And then, and now this is Chameleon Gold Red Violet. Chameleon Gold. So that's probably, yes, can you see how the colors are in there, how it changes? So the chameleon, I couldn't find a definition on this, but I'll bet you it changes to gold, red, violet when you move the watercolor paper around, or you know, when you do, yeah, we'll have to see. But the thing is, still, yet again, not enough pigment to even, you know, really, the sample's not big enough. That's kind of my complaint. Now this is a chameleon red, violet, blue. I can see it. Can you see it? I can see it. Just not enough pigment for us to really sample this. If we had more pigment to really sample this, it would be nice. Come in. Ooh, I can see it on the black. We can see it on the black. It looks nice. It's just the white's not that great. We'll see how it is once it dries. And then chameleon violet blue green. Here, I'll show you that. You can see it before I even put the water in. You can see the specks. Let me see, can you see the specks? And let's put some water on here. Not enough pigment again. Not enough, but we will do what we can. Chameleon violet blue green. You could see a little bit of it on the black there. I was hoping this would have turned out a little bit better, but I should have known it was not enough. Chameleon blue green gold right here. It's not even coming up. It's like it's dried. Not even coming up. A little bit, tiny bit. That's too bad. Oh well. And then we'll just keep going. Spark green. Now this is coated glass. maybe that might have something to do with it. I don't, you know, I got these at the watercolor convention show. Who knows how old these samples were. I actually paid $15 for this dot card. But who knows how old these samples are that they're, you know, the representatives are carrying around. So spark green. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice on the black. That turned out pretty nice. On the black. Let's do spark blue. Coated glass. Oh, wait a minute. Now that they're drying, you can see them a little bit better. Oh, maybe once they dry, they'll be a little bit better. But they would be, it's still hard to paint with these if you can't really see them. But once they dry, now that I'm looking, oh, that's pretty on the black. I'm starting to see the ones that when they're drying, we could see them a little bit better. This is good. That's good news. And then I'll really show these up to you up close when they're dry so you can get a really better effect or a better look. Spark violet, coated glass. Ooh, there we go. Spark violet, coated glass, and then spark pink is the last one. And that one looks pretty. Look at how pretty that looks. That spark pink. Ooh, look at that once it gets wet. That's nice. Then we'll go over, while this is drying, we'll look at the brochure. Spark pink. There you can see them a little bit better once they dry. So we'll let them dry. We'll take a look at the brochure while they're drying. So far so good. This is so that was a dot card. Oops. So we'll let this dry and let's take a look at this Royal Talons. It's a really nice brochure. Now available. New revolutionary watercolor, now available in 120 colors. Rembrandt, professional choice. Available in open stock half pans, tubes, and curated half pan and 10 millimeters. I like the sets. Excuse me. I like looking at these cool sets. Aren't these cool? That's like a clam shell, and this is the typical metal sets. Plastic pocket box sets. They don't have the prices on here. Metal tin sets. You have the 12, the 24, 36, and the 48 pans. They have metal tin sets, the 12 pan sets. They have mono, specialty, granulating, oxide black mixing, opaque white mixing, landscape, portrait, cityscape. Ooh, I'd like to look at all of these. Metal tin sets with the tubes. Here we go. Interesting. And they have the same thing, cityscapes. Deluxe wooden box sets. Now look at that wooden box set. Isn't that cool? Look at the ceramic pan. Then you have all your pans here. You can get, oh, I wonder how much these are. 12, 10 mLs, 22 pan, professional, and master. And then you even get, this is probably your gum arabic, your drawing pencil, your eraser, kneaded eraser, and some probably Rembrandt watercolor paintbrushes. Oh, so it's all starting to make sense now. I might even have some Rembrandts here, sitting in here. I know I've got them somewhere. I've got Rembrandt watercolor paintbrushes. Watercolor Box Professional. Yeah, it's got all that stuff. How cool. That would be really nice. But I like what I have. I do like what I have. But this is nice if you're traveling and stuff like that. I like ceramic palettes. Very interesting. And here's the color chart. Here's the color chart. Let's see if it says anything about... No, not really. I have the light fastness information and things like that. Those are all the Rembrandt watercolor. And then the watercolor paper, which this paper is very nice. I do like it. So these are all the different kinds of watercolor papers. They have the postcards. Oh, journals. You know, I like journals. 90 pound, 200G, 90 pound, cold press. I would rather do the 300G, 140 pound watercolor blocks. See, the journals, I need 100% cotton. I would need 100% cotton, 300 GSMs, 140 pound, 20 sheets. I don't know if I would buy these journals. They're only 25% cotton. Cold press, black watercolor pads too. So yeah, Royal Talons, North America, Massachusetts. Northampton, Massachusetts. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, I think these have dried. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at these colors. I'm gonna stand up so I can look with you. On here, okay, so look at these colors. These are very nice, very nice. Not bad, not bad, huh? Let me get my lamp closer if I can. Now here we are with the Spinel gray, the Davies gray. I think these two, ooh, look at the way they granulated dusk yellow. I really like those. The way they did. Can you see? There we go. Look at how pretty that is. I think this is my favorite line right here. And then we have the silver, the light gold. See, you can see it better now that they've dried. And then the interferons. Can you see? The violet, the interferon green. I can only see them on the black. Not really the whites. What do you think? I'll do a really close-up of these two at the end. So that wasn't too bad. That was interesting. There was so much information on these that I just wanted to check them out. Like, you know, never seen coated mica before. I've never seen coated glass. I have seen interferon before. But all overall, they're really not too bad. Not too bad. Let me know what you think. And if you do use Rembrandt's or any Royal Talons watercolor paints, let me know what you think. Your suggestions, papers, and things like that. If you have some favorites also. So thank you for being here with me and going through this swatch. And I hope, I know I learned a few things. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.